Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
This is your Weather Extreme video for Saturday, October the 22nd. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in to the Weather Extreme video. Let's get right to some Skycam imagery this morning. There's a look at our Trussville Skycam and another beautiful sunrise with clear skies. Beautiful sunrise over the Tennessee River Valley as we look out over the bridge at Decatur and from the Decatur Skycam. And then let's go to the south part of the state, and there's southern Mobile Bay. And once again, another beautiful sunrise. Temperatures first thing this morning, generally in the lower 30s across the Tennessee River Valley and in the mid to upper 30s across central Alabama. Looks like we had patchy frost once again, and probably will have some tomorrow morning, although a slight warming trend is about to begin. So temperatures not getting quite as chilly. You can see that on the IR picture this morning, there are no clouds across Alabama, but you notice all those little black lines and black dots. Those are all lakes and streams and rivers, and certainly a great radiational cooling night. Surface high pressure centered over the southeastern U.S. will keep our weather beautiful for this weekend. In the upper atmosphere, we're still dealing with this trough over the eastern half of the country, and a little short wave is moving through the flow that could complicate the forecast picture a little bit, especially on tomorrow, but I think for us, mostly clouds. The QPF forecast over the next 5 days through late in the day on Wednesday shows no precipitation over our area, and I think as a matter of fact that our best shot at rain will come on Thursday later in the day and then into Friday. Storm Prediction Center outlooking a slight risk for severe weather along the Red River Valley in Oklahoma and North Texas for today. And then looking at the Hurricane Center's outlooks, they're looking at two areas, one to the east of the Lesser Antilles. That's not expected to do much. And then an area that is in the Western Caribbean, and that has a 70% chance of developing. So let's take a little closer look at it. There it is on the infrared picture. Certainly some strong thunderstorms, but it would appear that part of the circulation, if there is a circulation down there, that it certainly is interacting with the landmass. So we'll have to watch that. And interesting that the overall track is actually to the north-northwest. So this could, in a few days, become a Gulf storm. So we'll definitely be watching for that possibility. All right, the 06Z GFS model run, surface high pressure today, will keep us in beautiful weather. Here comes our short wave. You can see that short wave down over southern Louisiana on Sunday. GFS suggesting a little bit of precipitation. I'm not too sure there's going to be much with that, but we will certainly have to watch for the possibility maybe of some clouds tomorrow. I don't think we'll see any rain at this time anyway. The trough heads on to the east while we come under ridging on Monday, so that should keep us dry and a slight warming trend. Gradual warming trend there. The warming trend might pick up a little bit on Tuesday as we see the flow going more zonal. And in addition to that, by Wednesday, we're developing a really strong trough out over near the Four Corners area, and that strong trough is helping to increase our southwesterly flow over the southeastern U.S. So once again, we should see that warming trend with highs perhaps into the lower 80s. The trough comes on out across Oklahoma on Thursday, and that will drag a front into our area by, I think, later in the day. The GFS suggesting perhaps some precipitation ahead of that. I think primarily the threat is going to come from afternoon, mid-afternoon, or late afternoon into the overnight hours. The trough comes on by pretty quickly as it goes into a closed low. So that is one of the reasons why I'm looking at the possibility that we may see some severe weather. SPC has not issued any kind of or outlined any kind of outlook area, but they are mentioning the possibility of that. And also want to point out that the 540 line digs way down into central Alabama. So once again, this could be a pretty good shot of colder air. The closed low and the trough head on to the northeast over the eastern Great Lakes, and that does put us, behind the trough axis. And as it does, we'll be under north-northwesterly flow, so that will certainly cool things off once again. Then, if we extend the forecast out into Voodoo Country, we've got another little short wave moving through around the 31st, midday on the 31st. Looks like that would be dry. We get into a more complicated pattern around Friday, the 4th of November. But that pattern staying somewhat complicated even through the end. But notice another big trough coming in on the west coast. So certainly no lack of weather systems for us to deal with. Well, thanks for tuning into the Weather Xtreme video. I expect to have the next one posted by 8 o'clock Sunday morning. In the meantime, if you're local to us over here in Birmingham, Central Alabama, be sure to watch ABC 3340 at 6 and 10 this evening for my forecast. In the meantime, have a great Saturday and Godspeed.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.